All right, so this is my A6. I got this from uh, Aura Estelle. I wanted this one for a long time, so when it was like a oops sale and something was wrong with the tweed, but as you can tell, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I love it. So I use this as my to-go, um, my on-the-go financial planner. So I have my little sections and, just everything there. Have my pens. And right now it's empty. I kind of messed up July, so I'm just going to go ahead and run into August. But the way I have it is I have my pen, the black, blue, and red, and then a green pen. So I'm trying to color code it. Black is probably the base. Red, of course, is money that's came out my account. Green is deposits, and the blue is investments. I forgot who I got this from, but I got this from somebody on YouTube, and I cannot for the life of me remember who it is. But I was thinking that's a really good idea. So open it, and I have just my little stickers and my buttons. My button is in here, and just like my little charms everywhere, my little stickers. So I got this one specifically because it is a hybrid, so I can add in another small book, and then I have my ring. So it's a little packed in here, but everything will be coming out. So this is one page, balance of what I'm doing for the year, and all these inserts came from cloth and paper. These that I'm going through right here, I need to actually fill those out, but these came through cloth and paper. And they are mood boards. Yeah, because I did get the cloth and paper financial bundle in this size. Then I have the year in review. Then I have the little card focus. I punched holes in it. Did I punch holes in this one? Yeah, I punched holes in this one so I could put it as a divider. Then it tells you how to do. So this is the financial budget planner from cloth and paper. So I got the A6 size because I knew I want to put it in here. And then I just kind of set it up differently because I have other inserts from Gold Mine and Cocoa. But this is the monthly budget, so it tells you how to use it. That's in their notes. And I got these tabs from Staples. So I'll just put those in there. So it's my monthly budget. And it tells you, how to do all your budget, your bills and everything that you track. This is important for me because I travel for work, so my rent is different every 4 to 6 months. I pay a different amount because I'm going to a different area, so I need to see exactly how much money I spent in rent over the entire year. So, and this tracker is from Gold Mine and Cocoa. So when you see the little hexagons, that's Gold Mine and Cocoa. Everything else is Cloth and Planner. Those are the only two companies that I use in my inserts so far. Well, no, pretty much mainly because I like how they are. So you have the monthly bills tracker, monthly expenses. So this side's going to be set up for August. So, of course, I have a little pink. Pink is my favorite color. So I have this little charmed here. And I believe I got this charmed from Charms and Shit. That's the name of the company, is Charms and Shit. And she has some beautiful charms. They're addictive, so I'll put it in there. So this one I have so this is going to be for August. I'm going to put everything else in there. And that's pretty much forward to the end of the year. Then I have my monthly budget reflection. So July is still going on. So I could go ahead and fill in the 3rd, 4th week of July and then all that stuff. And this, I believe, this came with one of the planner sales I shopped from. So I don't know exactly where, but I know that's where that came from. Then I move on to recurring payments. This is from Gold Mine and Cocoa. But yeah, so I have my income, my recurring payments, my bill subscriptions, and all that stuff there because I actually, for all my subscriptions, like YouTube, Amazon Prime, and all that other type of stuff, I use all those subscriptions like Audible, Kindle Unlimited. They all go on a credit card. So, because I really don't use that credit card a lot, so all my subscriptions go on that credit card. So it's always constantly in use, and $100 down on it every month. So I'm paying more than the subscriptions that are going up there. That way, because if you don't use your credit cards, they get mad and your score go down. But if you use them too much, the score to go down. So I just use it that way. And then, of course, because I'm addicted to Afterpay, and I only use Afterpay for a couple of stores. Well, I use Afterpay if I want to do my my hobby, like what was it? What's the company that has it out? Simply Gilded. She had a pre-sale, and I'm like, you know what? I don't buy from her often. Like I used to. I did have her subscriptions, but I stopped because I'm not home. I travel, and I'm only home maybe a month out the year. So having all that piled up kind of was a waste because I just wasn't using it. So when I did a pre-sale, I got everything. So that was like $500-$600, and I'm like, I can get it out front, but I didn't want to. So I went ahead and did Afterpay, and I did over 4 payments so I could still ball on a budget. When I was getting my stuff for this new contract, I needed new shoes. I brought 8 pairs of work shoes. I didn't feel like spending $1,000 that day. I could have, but I didn't want to. So I balled on a budget, and I did my Afterpay, my uniforms. Figs are very expensive. One fig uniform, the scrub top and the scrub bottom, is $100. 2 uniforms, and it's expensive. So my uniforms are expensive, my shoes are expensive. So Afterpay helps me budget. I can get all the uniforms, I can get my shoes. That's mainly what I use for like any big purchases. And then when I want to splurge on my planning, I use that. So then this is the debt tracker. So here I'm gonna put the creditors I have, my credit cards and everything. I was doing my student loan, but it is what it is with that. I mean, I paid $1,000 last year, which isn't a lot on my student loan, and I swear my loan went up $1,000. I'm like, I could have sworn I paid off the principal. Apparently I didn't. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So that's where my debt tracker is. And the debt tracker is Gold Mine and Cocoa, so is the Afterpay tracker. Then we have the non-essential spending. I can't say, I don't know, maybe this is like just bull crap. Like, well, no, not really bull crap. I don't know. Maybe if I'm just like going out doing certain things, I don't know. But this is a section here, and I go through both my bank accounts, both my banks, and I go figure out like what I spend stuff on. Like, where the hell did this come from? So this is what I'm going to start using that for, and I'm going to do it for the month. A little ruler that came in. This came with the planner, so this is Estelle. Then we have the expense log. So this way it can help me, because sometimes I'll buy stuff and then it'll take like 3-4 days for it to process through the bank, depending if it's a holiday or a weekend. And you know how we do. We go shopping over the weekend and like, yeah. When it hit, it hit. It don't hit bad, but it hit. So expense log, purchase tracker, both cloth and paper. And I'm like, you know what, they're similar, so I use them both. This pink football I got from Run with Craft Scissors. I have a lot of her clips, but this is that one came from her. And these are more purchase trackers because I order stuff and forget. This one came from another planner sale that I purchased from, and this is an order tracker because I do order stuff, and I know there are some times I order and it hasn't been delivered and it's going on like 2-3 months. And I just realized that, wait a minute, I never got my stuff because the company never sent out. My stuff still says unfulfilled. I'm like, so it's been 2 months and y'all didn't realize you had an unpending order. So I do this to remind myself, just in case I have to remind. It's just send an email asking them, what about my order? So I have those. Again, these are from Gold Mine and Cocoa. This I got from Subculture Syndicate sale. So this is just a little card. This is just one of the journaling cards. I punched holes in there. Then this is my portfolio. So this is going to be for all the stocks that I have. I have my Acorn investments. I have my Robinhood investment. I have my Stash investment, and then I'm also looking into Charles Schwab and Ally for some investment opportunities as well. That way I could keep a track of how much I'm making. I think I may have around 3 or 4 thousand in investments so far. So it's not a lot, but it's good than what I thought I would be doing. My boyfriend has like 10,000. Like he's going wild. So, but he's good. So, but I have that for there. Then I have a savings challenge. So I'm gonna take a look at some of the ones I want to do. And this right here is just for 1 year. So I'm like, I could be like, I'll just not even worry about the weeks or something like that. Or I could catch up. It just all depends. So that's one savings challenge. Then here's another one, savings tracker. So you have your year, the goal, and what it is, what you want to do. Like, so like if I want to save something else, that'd be there. Then this one is resources and tools. So here I'm gonna write down all my information for like my bank account. Not I wouldn't say part of my bank account, but I'll probably write down some like information for like the companies that I have, so I can keep it here. This isn't on the go. Do I take this with me? No, I honestly do not, which is probably why I really need to take it with me. So if anything, I'll probably just write down more information and stuff that I come across. So yeah, it's a little thick, and she ain't got nothing in her, because of course I won't be using no stickers. And then this, I don't know why I put this in here, but it's just a TV tracker. I don't know why this is in here. It actually needs to go into something else. Like I could have another one separate. So I don't know why this one is in here. I end up taking it out later. I'll take it out later. And then these came, I ordered these with the stuff that came with or Estelle. So I seen these. I'm like, you know what? Sure, why not? So I'll put them back here. So these are dot grid, and they are detachable. And then this is blank, and again, it's also detachable. So that way, I probably do some notes, or if I'm taking a look at some investments, I'm gonna write some stuff down when I'm going through some classes. And then this, I could be like a little vision board. Then in the back, I have this from the Coffee Monsters Go. Oh, it came apart. Okay. But this is from the Coffee Monsters Go. So, stuff that I need to be doing for the week. So, I guess I'll just slide it in here. That one. So what I do like is that you can adjust it. It's already on the furthest one, which is fine. So, that is that. That is my little on the go. I will be working with this over this week and next week because I'm off at the end of the month. So therefore I could go ahead and prepare. I can't really plan for August. I mean, I can give like a ballpark figure, but sometimes I'll work more hours. So it's, well, you know, contract work. So I could do a ballpoint figure. If I take a look at what I make every week, it'll fluctuate depending on how many weeks it is in a month. So I can make so for this contract, I can make anywhere from 8 to 11,000 a month. It just depends on how many weeks is in a month, and then it depends on if I go in and if I work any extra hours or if I have overtime. So that can also dictate what it is. So every contract, I don't make the same amount of money. It just all depends what they're looking for and how much they're willing to pay, and if I take overtime or not. But for the most part, I could probably do a budget, see and everything. Food is my biggest budget. I don't like to eat. I don't like to cook. I don't have an interest in cooking. You know, it's just me. I don't really eat leftovers. So I'm like, since I don't eat, I try to buy stuff that I could just like throw in the microwave. Like, I have a lot of plant-based food stuff. I have a lot of vegan stuff. So you already know that's expensive. I do a lot of fruits. So I could do juices and smoothies. So when I go to do my budget, my grocery, I've been here in this contract since June 13th. And almost every week I went to the grocery store because you know how fresh fruits just kind of fly. I've spent close to $400 in food. Food has gotten ridiculously expensive. And since I buy a lot of seafood, I buy a lot of fruits and vegetables, I buy a lot of protein drinks, that, healthy food and organic food and plant-based food is more expensive. I don't really buy red meat. I still have a pack of chicken in there, but even chicken's expensive. So my gas is good. My vehicle, I could probably put $60 in my vehicle and she'll give me 560 miles, give or take. So I could go probably like a good 2.5 weeks when it comes to gas, because I don't just drive around everywhere where I'm at. I normally like to plan my days out just because I don't like spending money. But then again, I do have a credit card specifically for my vehicle. So I put gas. If she breaks down, if I need to buy anything for her, it goes on that credit card. So she has her own credit card, so it really don't matter. But still. So hopefully I'll get everything situated, and then I can do another like setup when it comes to August once I have everything there, so that way I have all my bills and y'all can see exactly how I'm going to use this. So I hope to see y'all soon.